All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. A roadmap, a roundup came out last night, so we're gonna check that out for a little react. And there's some interesting stuff here. I saw some of the highlights already, and yeah, there's a few things of note. Obviously, the 4.3 cards are now committed because it does feel like this is the end of the PTU cycle. It's coming to a close. They showed the wolf and put that as committed because obviously patches only come out when we need to sell ships. The moment the wolf was announced, all of a sudden, all of the work has just stopped because now we're just gonna. It's all about getting this out, and they've already set their date, and we're making the same secular problem that we create all the time. We need to sell a ship. We're putting the patch out. The patch isn't ready. The community is going to be mad. We're going to get upset at the community for being mad and tell them game development is hard, and then let the cycle begin with 4.3.1, which is what we're going to talk about now. NPC dropships. Don't know why this is a card that exists because we already have them. I don't think they work or they were taken out, but we've already had them at some point. This says introducing them to Pyro. We've had them in Stanton, but they never worked. So I guess this is reintroducing them. I don't know if you guys remember how they went. Me and PC saw one of the first ones like ever, I think. That was like one of my more popular clips was the ship just came in, but the NPCs never left the ship. The ships were landing on top of each other of their dead wrecks because they only landed in one spot. It was not good. Cuddy Blacks at derelict sites, they were okay. They were not okay. They worked like once, maybe, in a PTU with 3 people on it, probably. So, yeah. Now we're putting cards on the roadmap that already existed and saying that they're introducing them. I guess they're properly going to be introducing them. We'll see. I just look at this as something where CFP, headhunters, maybe this adds to that conflict somehow. I don't know. Then there is a heavy utility armor mentioned, which I don't know anything about. It's probably going to be the tank armor. And then medium utility armor is postponed. Oh yeah, here's the clip. Let's see if I can get this to actually. Yeah, here you go. PC found that fast. This was 3 years ago. There they come. That is an NPC.
I've never seen that skin. Are these NPCs?
They might have left the ship on this one. Nope. They just stayed inside.
Holy shit, it's an NPC drop. What?
It's the top watched of my all-time clips. Yeah, that makes sense.
Guys, that was smooth.
It landed smoothly, but we're ignoring the fact that it didn't like nothing came out. So, yeah. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Let's go back to here, excuse me, and then we'll just minimize that and go back. So that's postponed. The most disappointing thing for me in this roadmap is this. AI FPS turrets are postponed. Now, what they're saying they are anti-personnel turrets for players to avoid or destroy, providing additional PvE challenges. This was just level design stuff for PvE things. A lot of people we're hoping that these were going to help out at places like outposts, freight elevators, things like that for people who were causing problems. Cities, the ability to remove armistice zones entirely if these existed. If these existed in locations where you couldn't destroy them and they auto killed you, or something like that when you did a crime in certain areas, that was what I was hoping that these would at least eventually turn into, and they still could, but who knows. That's postponed. And yeah, these were definitely just going to be for Onyx or something like that, and now they're not, which is sad and disappointing. I wonder how that will hurt the experience that we'll be getting in the .1. Mission pickup on location, enabling new missions to be discovered and added to your journal when you approach or enter a designated area. A lot of people were excited for this. Guess what happened? Postponed to a later date. What is even in the .1? I don't know. Oh, 2 new hairstyles is. And then the Volt LMG Fresnel. It's a heavy hitter, a machine gun that ramps up the punishment as it heats up, trading the rate of fire for raw stopping power. As it nears peak overheat, it unleashes searing energy blasts capable of tearing through hostile forces with terrifying efficiency, featuring a hefty reload time, but with a high capacity mag. All right, that's kind of cool. Obviously, we need to get it in our hands and see what, how easy it is to manage the heat and what's your rate of fire when you're up there, and how effective will it be in comparison to other LMGs. LMGs are so broken still. Zach has been talking about how he wants to fix LMGs forever. He still hasn't done it yet, and they're introducing more of them, so we'll see. The whole idea here was he wanted you to have to really stand still when using an LMG or go prone or something like that in order to deal with its like recoil and stuff, where it's fairly easy to deal with the recoil currently on these. And then we got a progress tracker update, which is the most useless thing of all time, the progress tracker, in my opinion. They even say, when progress on a deliverable is marked complete, it does not necessarily mean it's ready for release. So just don't mark it for complete and just switch the teams that are working on it. Are we this dumb? I don't get it. Just switch the teams that are working on it. What? I don't get it, but whatever. They added an engineering card, a crafting card, FPS radar and scanning, a redacted creature, inventory rework, item expiry, which we know is for like key cards, transport refactor, which we know has been ongoing for a while. And this is the reason why I'm not ignoring this. Copium hit. Take it in, everybody, real quick. With the work going on for the Drake Ironclad, does this mean that we are going to be able to detach and reattach the command module for this and the Caterpillar? So we kind of have an idea of when we're going to see the Ironclad sometime this year. Are we going to see the command module working sometime this year? Or, skeptical, take a hit of doomiism or some doomium. Or are we putting this on the roadmap, pretending like we're going to do something, and we're just investigating how we're going to do it? They had a meeting about it. They had one meeting about it and said, hey, we should probably start thinking about the command module. And then somebody from marketing or community, which is marketing, is in the meeting and goes, we can create hype around this. Let's put it on the roadmap. Detach, yes. Reattach, no. Any Connie enjoyers upset by seeing this? Or excited by seeing this? Any docking enjoyers annoyed by this? Because those don't work. What is the usage for it though? Yeah, it's literally just for these two ships, and then maybe the oh my god, the Anvil Mosquito looking ship that's the hacking ship. I've just removed it from my brain because it's worthless to think about. Not Crucible. Introducing the concept. Oh, so they're just going to draw a picture. Got it. Yeah, the Legionnaire. That's the one I'm thinking of, because that would potentially take control of a host ship with hacking or something. But it is weird to work on a feature for two ships, right? So they'll need to do this a bit more. Maybe Drake's lineup ends up utilizing this quite a bit more in the future, would be my guess, because it seems like a huge waste to do that without it. We also know nothing about that other Drakey looking ship that we saw in the silhouettes at CitizenCon. So that's Roadmap Roundup. Some interesting things. Some like oohs and ahs. Volt LMG, for me, the command module is a very big deal. And then all the delays, right? Bit weird. Curious what NPC dropships are going to feel like. But given the way NPCs have gradually been functioning worse and worse over the year, I don't know. We'll see. And I guess we have to see whatever happens with that test preview around AI. I imagine these things might be related. We'll have to see. But yeah, that's the Roadmap Roundup. I guess let me know what you guys think. And yeah, nothing too exciting there, though.